Why do I play on a 1600 by 900 window for League? I was asked this question recently, so I thought I'd make it into a video. I guess if I think about it, there's two reasons why I play on that setup. And the first one goes all the way back to when I played Black Ops 1, which was like 10 years ago in 2011, 2012. There was this Black Ops YouTuber called the MarkOfJ, and he was really good at the game. He was in the top of the charts for the Black Ops 1 leaderboards. And I don't know if it was rated by win percentage or by KDA, but it was based on some combination of in-game level, KDA, and or win rate. And he was at the top there. He played Domination or Team Deathmatch, one of those two, or maybe both of them. But back then people were doing a lot of setup videos, and he came out with his own setup video where he showed where he played the game. And at that time there was like word going around that people should be playing on a bigger monitor so that they could see more details. You know, if people were farther away and you wanted to see like someone's little head pop up or something, you'd be able to see it better on a larger screen. And he was one of the people that like was debunking that, but I've never heard his side of the argument before. And he played on like a 17 inch or 19 inch or 21, one of those three. And like I said at the time, everyone was like, oh, play on like a 32 inch or something, 27, 32 inch, the bigger the better. And what the MarkOfJ pointed out was that you don't need to have a big screen to play the game. One of the things you have to realize is the bigger the screen, the more of your field of vision that it covers. And if it's to the extreme, it's to the point where it covers more than your field of vision, which obviously you'd never have something that big. Even when you go to like the movies, the movie image is still inside your field of vision, right? But the whole point is, the bigger the monitor is, the more of your field of vision that it covers. And when you have to actually look at a place on the monitor, you have to be able to see it without having to move your head too much. And basically the bigger that the monitor is, the more that you have to move your head to be able to look at a part of the screen. And obviously, like I said, you could take this to the extreme where you have to literally like be moving around, you know, like left to right to the extremes of that your head can move. But if you take it to a medium point, you still have to move your head like a decent amount if the screen is too big. And that movement slows you down. You want to be able to see everything without having to move your head. And I mean, I don't know if I move my head when I play League or not, but if I do, it's just a little bit. But I don't know if I do or not, but I get the feeling that I don't really move it. But the point is, if you feel like you're moving your head, it's probably slowing you down, and it probably means your screen or your window is too big. So you have to make it smaller. But yeah, that's the key idea, is that the window is big enough where you can see everything without having to like lean in to look at a detail or something. But at the same time, it's not so big that to look at your minimap, you have to move your head, literally, physically move it. You should be able to look at your minimap without really moving your head. And that's one of the main problems I had, is I couldn't see the minimap when I was running the game at 1900. Obviously this depends on the size of your screen more. I think mine is 23.5 inches or somewhere around there. And 2 years ago I was playing on a 21.5 inch. Which actually leads us to our second reason why I play on 1600 by 900. And that's that I used to play on a laptop up until like 2017 or so. I think 2017 is when I got my first desktop computer. And laptop screens tend to be a lot smaller than monitors. Like I think most laptop screens are around 15 inches diagonally. And I think the max that they go is like 17 inches. And then the smallest that they go is like 13. But on average I think they're somewhere around 15 inches. I don't really remember. So I was already used to a smaller screen. than if I were to run the game at full screen on a 23.5-inch monitor. Actually, it's 24 inches. I just looked at the box. But yeah. One problem that you'll run into though if you plan a laptop setup is the fact that the keyboard is attached to the monitor. It makes it so the distance that your hands have to reach the keyboard has to align with the position that the monitor is at. If you want to pull your laptop closer to you so that your keyboard's closer, because maybe you prefer it that way, then your monitor will come closer as well because it's attached to the same keyboard, to the same laptop. And on the contrary, if you want your monitor to be farther away, then you have to move your laptop farther away, and then your hands will have to reach farther out into the keyboard. Or if you want to tilt your keyboard into the side, your monitor will also have to be tilted. So the only way to get like an optimal positioning of where you want the keyboard to be and where you want the monitor to be is if you have those two separated. I don't know why I explained that part, but like I said, basically the reason why I play on 1600 by 900 is so that the game covers less of my field of vision and I'm able to see everything without having to move my head. Especially the minimap. I guess that's the TLDR. And yeah, that's it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. If you have any questions, comments, quotes, leave them down in the comments down below. Check out some of my other videos as well, especially the Nico Tips and Tricks playlist. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.